I love carrot cake. I actually made apple pies and peach pies for Thanksgiving. I made that, and then I made fresh puree, like the fresh pumpkin pie, like not out of the can pumpkin pie. And that turned out surprisingly good. I thought it was going to be a disaster.
Oh, I love pumpkin pie.
Yeah, no, I thought because everyone told me like, oh, you're going to do it from scratch, and I didn't really know everything that was involved. You have to actually peel the pumpkin, the entire thing, and then chop up everything. And you could either boil it or freeze it. I froze it so I could have it, a couple of weeks later or a couple of days later after I did all this stuff. That worked pretty well. And then you food process the pumpkin, throw in all your little, vanilla and cinnamon and pumpkin spice, all that stuff. And then egg, and then it turned out pretty good. I was pretty proud of myself. I was like, I know how to make pumpkin puree now.
Fuck. Dude, you know what? I like, you ever make your own cranberry sauce?
I do. I do it every year.
Orange,
this year I went.
A little bit of orange.
If you want some, I'll bring you some. You want to know my little secret to mine for the one that goes with the turkey? I make one that's like a little bit like just consistently sweet, and then I make a kind of savory one. And the way I make that one is I mix it with a thyme leaf while I'm heating it up, right? And it has
so
this
like a little bit.
Yeah, it has a really. And then this year I went a step further and I actually made my own raspberry gelatin, like the actual like the jam. So I usually make the berries,
right,
and then I made the jam, the actual jam.
Damn.
So yeah, dude, I hooked up this year.
That sounds delicious. I want whatchamacallit all over again. Thanksgiving all over again.
I'm gonna do a little Thee Stool Thanksgiving for our third year anniversary.
I'm down.
Yeah, I should have. Man, I really wish I brought my fucking carrot cake, dude. You know,
we could have done a whole ASMR carrot cake episode.
Seriously, just making the noise and all that.
Just know this: anytime you come here to the podcast with us, we're always down for food.
You that wasn't in the email you sent.
My bad. I should put that in there.
So that should be in the rundown.
That should be in the email rundown for the pre-show.
Fuck. Next time I would have made a. What did I make you and you loved it? And you were like, oh, this is white people food. This is good. Was it the stuffed bell peppers?
Are always fire.
No, the pumpkin stew.
Oh, the pumpkin stew.
So I made a stew, right? And then you add everything and you put it inside of the pumpkin. And then you put it in the oven. You bake it inside the pumpkin.
What the hell?
And then when you take it out, when you get the fucking spoon and you get your stew, you scratch a little bit of the pumpkin.
Yeah.
You get some of that off. And so when you're putting in your bowl, you have some of that pumpkin in there.
Oh, wow.
Dude, it was so good. She never had it before.
Down for that.
And she was like, babe, this is really fucking good. I was just like, well, fuck. She's like, this is kind of like white people food, but this is good.
So what you're telling us is after your MMA career runs its course, you're going to retire into restaurateur.
Maybe. Because she loves my cooking.
See, I was there encouraging him the whole time, and Johnny was playing bad cop.
Huh?
You were playing bad cop with Mick, and I was playing good cop. I was encouraging him. You were like, you don't got it.
You piece of shit.
I don't talk to him like that.
He's the board bitch. We're all able to talk to him. Even you can talk to him.
I don't want to talk to him like that.
You should.
I find it incredibly disrespectful, actually.
We had a slight moment before you got here. When we were talking about music and everything. We had a moment.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
We locked eyes and everything.
Mick will do that to you. Did he start singing for you too? Because as soon as he starts singing for
you know what's funny? You know what's funny? He sort of did.
I'm telling you.
He actually put one of his songs on.
There you go, yeah.
And he was singing in it. So he kind of did sing for me.
He's serenaded you
a little bit. I forgot my lady was even here. I was like, I had to look. I looked to my right. I was like, well, you're still here?
The first time that I met Mick, literally the first words he said were, L is for the way you look at me.
Hey, don't be a dick, dude.
The Stool Podcast.
What do we want?
Mr. Stool! Dad, who the hell are these assholes?
You guys are so mean. Those kids are real losers.
We don't want your music.
You're their board, but you guys are so embarrassing.
To win, any motherfucker always be funny.
Nice work, you dunce.
Welcome back to the Stool Podcast. I am the bitch again. Sorry to say this. Johnny won this week. I know you're not. Anyways, I am Mickstradamus. Before we get started today, let's go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button down below. Appreciate you guys. Hit the bell icon for all future episodes, all the information we want. And we'll kick it off with Johnny. Let's go, Johnny.
No, with Anthony.
With Anthony, whatever.
Hey, everybody. Anthony John here. How you doing? It's good to be back. Hope everyone had a happy holiday and is ready to gear up for the rest of the holidays. And it's gonna be
we're not done with the holidays.
Yeah, it's going to be a good episode. Johnny?
What's up? I am Johnny, a.k.a. JonnySavag. Welcome to another episode of the Stool Podcast. We're going to have some fun today. We got a very special guest, one of my longtime homies. I've known him for a long, long time. We played football together. That's when I first met him. And since then, he's become a champion?
Champion.
He's become a champion. My homie, Jeremy Barbarian Conant in the house today with the studio with us, with his girlfriend.
How you doing? That's me.
You want to introduce your lady for us?
Introduce your lady. I forgot.
Yeah.
I
this is Erica. She's my lady. She's there with me during the fights and everything, actually preparing for it. She fights herself too.
Wait, for real?
Yeah, she fights too.
She fights
really?
She kicks your ass.
She does, especially in the bedroom. She that's how I go to sleep. She chokes me out. So
yeah. You know what they say, behind every great man, the strong woman is there doing what the great man is also doing, right? Is that the saying?
I think it's every strong man is a cute Latina behind you choking you out.
I mean, that's literally the real rear naked choke.
That's the original one, right?
I don't mind living my life like that. It's not bad at all.
It sounds like the secret to success. You know,
it's definitely a rear naked choke. I'll tell you that.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
So, Jeremy, tell us about what you've been up to this past, like we said, we were trying to figure out when's the last time I seen you. I think over 15 years ago.
Dude, we haven't seen each other in like 15 years.
Yeah.
Shit.
Something like that.
Damn, dude, it has been 15 years.
Something like that, for sure.
So, where do I start? Joined the Army. Went to the Guard. Contracted overseas. Was over there for like 6 years. Deployed again. Came back home. Went back to the Guard. Deployed again. So a total of 7 years in the Middle East. Started my MMA career. I'm 4-0. Undefeated with the Amateur King of the Cage Championship belt.
Nice. Show them the belt.
Yeah,
get the belt. Pull it out.
There we go.
There it is.
I'll have my trophy. Hold my trophy.
There we go.
Also, guys, if you guys want to come take them, you can fight them, and that belt is yours. You can try. You can try.
I fucking dare you.
We have to be.
It's wrestling.
It has to be naked rules. For the rear naked though. So. But naked and lubed up.
I will make one concession. You can choose the type of oil. You know, whatever, water-based, oil-based, you know.
I would like water-based, preferably, but...
What if I want vegetable oil? Then, because
that's going to cost you extra.
That might be my only chance of taking them, because I'm going to be too slippery to get
vegetable oil. I mean, we're eating after that,
dude. Dude, your clothes are going to stick to your body the whole week after that, dude. That's gross.
That just sounds gross, dude. Just all in your pores.
That's disgusting.
That's back knee city right there, dude. Oh
no. That's nasty. So MMA is where you ended up, huh? That's cool. I like that. That's fun. Yeah. How has that been? How long have you been doing that, actually? That's so. I know it's been a while.
I was doing it before. You remember, I was doing it before, even before the Army. So I dropped out of college. I got fired from Lowe's, and I started doing MMA. And then I was training, and then I decided to join the Army. Okay. And then I had to keep pushing my career to the right. Of course, a marriage, divorce, all that kind of thing. Those fun stuff. Oh, that ain't gonna happen. I had to deal with all that, right. And then I had to keep pushing it to the right. So it's just years after years, and then, man, I had to keep pushing to the right. So I was training though. I was training with all kinds of people. When I was overseas, I got to train with actually this Filipino guy. He actually taught me Kali, so I learned Kali there. There's this dude from Greece who I met as a contractor. He taught me more jiu-jitsu, judo, Muay Thai. He was a big Muay Thai guy. It taught me more of a clinch style of fighting with Muay Thai. Yeah, his name is actually Stalionis, if you ever see this. Steve Stalionis, if you ever see it, bro.
Shout out Steve Stalionis.
Thank you, bro.
Let's send it to him.
Yeah, he's badass, man. He's still training. He's still overseas. And then my coach, John Munoz.
You heard that, guys? I coach you.
Your last name is Munoz? Yeah, shut up.
It could be.
No, but he's John Munoz from Sequence Jiu-Jitsu. He is the best MMA coach I've ever met, I've ever seen, and who's ever coached me. Nice. And the reason why I'm even a little bit as good as I am is because of him. So I give John Munoz and the whole Munoz Sequence Jiu-Jitsu family, I give him all the credit, to be honest. And then Victus Jiu-Jitsu, there's a guy named, his name is Pondo. He's undefeated in the cage too. Oh, wow. And he's a black belt, and his gym is called Victus Jiu-Jitsu. So between Victus Jiu-Jitsu, who was a student of John Munoz from Sequence, he has his own gym now. So we're all branched out from John Munoz, and you see these guys just being successful, and we're the lineage, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah,
passing on the legacy.
So
there.
John Munoz is the one who started it. I mean, and then now, Pondo, he's with his Victus Jiu-Jitsu, and I train there too. But yeah, we all come from John. Like he's the main guy. He's awesome, man. Cool. And then there's how many champions do we have in our gym? We have Valentin, Paulo, Rick Martinez. He's a champ too. Jake's gonna be a champ. That guy is fucking dude. You want to see a good fight? Watch this kid named Jake Tilburn. They call him the Butcher. That dude's fights are fun to watch, dude.
When you introduce anybody with their name and then they call them. I was even focusing on the name. It could be whatever name. It could be they call him the Bulldog, whatever. But when anything is it's followed by they call him it's like, okay, he's either a Russian assassin. Or
they fucking put brackets, like audible brackets, on the introduction.
Yeah, there's a whole subtitle on the bottom. But yeah, that's it. Yeah,
man. It's just everybody from our gym. One thing, our fights aren't boring. I mean, we've actually went to a card where there's 8 or 7 of us on the card, and we win every single fight.
Wow,
you know what I'm saying? So we'll go to a King of the Cage fight, and you'll have 7 guys from Sequence. All of us wins. Yeah, we're just tight. We're.
So
fucking,
you would say you guys are effectively the Cobra Kai right now.
Oh,
sweep the leg. I mean, when you're
domination.
When you're winning like this, we dominate everywhere. And then even jiu-jitsu tournaments, guys don't even do an MMA, just jits alone. Yeah. We're dominating. She did a jiu-jitsu tournament a couple weeks ago, and she took third. I mean, she's winning, and she just started only 2 months ago.
Oh wow!
You know what I mean? So it's not even like you go there and you train just the way that he has you train is just you turn into a winner. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's I'm not even trying to be or kiss his ass because. I mean, I got the belt, so obviously what he's doing is working.
The proof is in the pudding.
Yeah, exactly. So he's badass, man. I love John. Caden, he's another dude. Caden, his fights are fucking insane. This kid fights with so much aggression. It is scary watching him get in the ring.
So, okay, you keep on saying this kid. These guys are how old would you say?
So these guys, I call them kids. I'm old in the game a little bit. I'm 35, so. I'm up there.
Oh, that hurt my feelings.
I know, man. Someone told me hey man, MMA's a young man's game. I'm like, I'm not that old. And it was you're 35, dude. You're old. I'm like, fuck. But these kids, they're in their 20s, 25, 25 and up. You know what I mean? So they're not super young. There's a kid. He is young. His name is Rory, and he's coming up. I took him under my wing a little bit. I'm showing him some things every once in a while. He had a jiu-jitsu tournament too, not too long ago, and he took first. Nice. You know what I mean? So he's doing good. It's just everybody, man. There's another kid. I forgot his name. I know you know who I'm talking about. The people who know, I call him Little Brother. I forget his name. I always call him Little Brother, and that's how I know him. Yeah. But he's even doing good. He's throwing down, during sparring sessions. He'll even spar against me.
Shit.
Yeah.
So he's not actually a little kid. He's pretty.
That's the funny thing is he's little. He's under 200 pounds.
Oh, wow.
It doesn't matter who's in front of him. He'll spar against you, man. This kid has no fear.
Squirrely. He's fucking ready to go no matter what.
It's just the whole, just the whole gym. Everyone there is ready to go. Alan the Glue, he's still undefeated pro. Johnny Munoz, John's son, he fought in UFC for a little bit, and now he's with the UCMW. He's just destroying people. Who else? Paulo, my Filipino brother. He's destroying people. He's undefeated. I think he's like 5-0 right now.
Damn.
Then Jake is undefeated. Rick, he's a champ. He's just been destroying people, and he's a black belt. His jits is stupid. This guy, like I'm strong. I zerk squat over 500 pounds. With these, this dude, like he puts he'll put me in positions, you know what I mean? Like I can't get out of, and he's little. He's like 145, 150 pound guy. Yeah. So he's not like a big dude. Right now I'm 275.
It's the mountain versus the viper right there.
Dude, this guy's insane. Like his jiu-jitsu is just nuts, and he'll beat me. And because of his jiu-jitsu is that good.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying my jits is good, but my jits is pretty decent.
Yeah.
This guy is that good. And then it's just, the whole gym. I don't want to keep kissing everyone's ass, but the whole gym is fucking amazing.
That's your team, though. You're supposed to.
Yeah.
If they want me to. It's not gay if it's MMA. All right?
Yeah, exactly.
But
we're speaking both literally and figurative here. We're just keeping it loose on both sides.
Oh, it will be loose on both sides.
Oh, man,
so do you want to chime in with your experience with MMA at all, or?
Yeah, so I got into MMA because of him. So I haven't really been doing it that long. I started with jiu-jitsu and I did my first competition. It was definitely an experience. I did it and I got third place. But he also started doing this Barbaric Minds every Saturday. I like it.
Yeah. Honestly, that's a wonderful way to jump in to talk about that, man. The Barbaric Minds thing you were telling us about.
Barbaric Minds is an organization I started to. It's a mental awareness, like a mental resilience kind of thing, and I started because I had too many friends. So my military background and contracting as well. I had too many friends committing suicide, or people like the term unlifing themselves, because suicide is whatever.
Right.
But they were killing themselves, and a lot of them. I actually lost more friends to suicide than I did to any type of combat or even like accidents. It's more to suicide, and it's now even last Monday. I lost another friend of mine who I deployed with. He was with the 155. His name is he's a master sergeant now. He's a master sergeant Frank. He killed himself. So
sorry to hear that.
It's
crazy.
It's just a part of the. I don't know. It's a really bad. Not community. How you say it? It's a really bad like thing going on in the army.
Yeah,
and just the military
there's a lot of trauma attached to stuff like that.
There's a word I'm trying to say about CT. I get hit in the head, guys. But I forgot the fucking term. But anyways, it's like almost normalized. Like you hear about suicide, and people now in the military, they're like, oh yeah, he died of suicide. It's that's terrible.
It's like too normalized.
It's too normal. Thank you.
The stigma for it.
Yeah, exactly. It's too normalized now. So for me, I feel like I need to do something. I feel like there's not enough veteran programs, and then so I was like, you know what? My first idea, actually, before Barbaric Minds was even thought of, I was thought about taking vets to to like the ranges, like a shooting range or something. I had a good friend of mine who was like, hey man, it's not a good idea. Like what happened to Chris Kyle? And I was like, oh shit, yeah, never mind. I can't dodge a bullet, but I can stop someone from choking me, you know? So, fuck that. I'll do MMA because MMA's helped out me.
Yeah.
It's helped out me with my, just anger and just all these thoughts and stuff like that. And to get it out on the mat, it's helped me out. So, she's in the military too. So it's I can tell that she's happier too when we get off the mat. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I should push this out, branch it out to more people. So I was like, that's what I'm going to do. So that's how Barbaric Minds actually got started.
Very cool, man.
And then, cool. So it's not just veterans, it's like first responders too. And actually anybody who has like problems. It's not just vets. Everyone deals with some type of mental stress, especially nowadays. Yeah. Back when we were younger, we didn't really have to deal with. I feel like there's more mental stress now than there was when we were younger. Yeah.
I don't know the reason why, but I feel like that's true. Yeah.
It's weird because there is no reason why, but there is a reason.
It's strange. Society probably.
It's probably something, dude. It's weird, but there's more stress and more mental.
One thing I really do like about what you're doing with that is I think a lot of people approach the sports in general, and especially like heavy contact sports like what you're doing, like actual like grappling and, like you said, hurting your head sometimes, people approach it with the like, oh yeah, it's fucking meatheads doing this. And it's like, no, dude, at the most I've ever been like kind of mentally clear and is like after jogging or whatever, exercise, stuff like that. It's very positive for your mentality. Right. And so in a thing like that, especially a communal sport or a communal thing that you're doing, you're actually bringing more focus to and concentrating on the positive part, the benefit of the exercise, the benefit of the community, the benefit of the focusing on, whatever you're practicing versus it's just like, oh, it's two guys in a ring, meatheads fighting, which is a lot of like, a lot of how people look at that. Like, I've had conversations with, my nephew and his girlfriend they were talking about his young daughter, what are we going to get her into? Does she want to be a ballerina? Does she want to, and he was like, I would get her into MMA because he's doing, jiu-jitsu and stuff like that. So they always wrestle and she really does enjoy that stuff. Right. And, there's immediately the stopgap. The mom's like, no, she's going to hurt herself and all this stuff. And it's like, no, there's actually a positive way to do it. And there's actually a lot of positivity behind it. So I like that element of it.
There's studies like even for kids. It's not necessarily off topic, but even studies show that kids that do jiu-jitsu or some type of martial art have a 30% more success in school. So it's just something. I don't know what it is with martial arts, just in general. A lot of people think, like you're saying, MMA, think of it like a blood sport,
savagery.
Guys, but it's not like that because MMA is exactly what MMA stands for. It's mixed martial arts. It's martial arts, and if you look back at what martial arts is, it's a mental, it's a physical,
lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
I've always associated first and foremost, like, because when I was in Hapkido when I was a kid and stuff, any sort of martial art with discipline, man, or was it discipline, but yeah,
I think that's what it is for kids anyway. They all like need something, sports,
dude,
football,
dude,
baseball.
That's why, dude. Okay,
karate,
literally, funny little like side note here, driving up here right now. Maybe you passed them too because you drove like a couple minutes right after me.
Right.
But there was like right down the street from you, like there was these 3 kids on their bikes on like badass mongooses, all just fucking scrolling through their phones. I'm like, what are you doing?
You're outside already.
You're on one of the sickest hills in Fontana. Walk to the top and then drive your ass down, scrape your knee, and have the story to tell when you get home. And then no, dude, they're on their fucking phones, and that to me is just like this. It's this
crazy
numbingness, this dulling of our senses of our ability or want to actually engage with the people and the world around us, and that's honestly one of the best examples we have is martial arts is like a way to not only do all of those things, but also teach you something that's going to keep you sharp and help you in the rest of your life.
Yep, and that I think that's why I said like. Sports is really good for children, not only children, but like, even adults. Like we go through a lot of shit. We have a lot of shit up here. Like being active is a good thing all around.
So speaking of like, strong, healthy-minded,
Mm-hmm.
well-adjusted individuals versus kind of like weakness and broken down and,
Right.
Kind of flawed individuals. Did you want to talk about Ariana Grande?
That was smooth.
That was good. That was good. Good segue. Good segue.
Go for it, Johnny. I say take
Oh,
it. Take
you
the
want me to
take the
talk
helm.
about it?
Take the
So
wheel.
I've noticed too, like the videos, the interviews with her. I forget the lady's name. It was from Wicked, right?
Yeah, they were in Wicked together.
Right. I don't know the lady's name though. The other actress.
Okay.
But it seems to me that they got like a really weird freaking relationship, and it's like, I don't know. The videos I've seen are very strange. I'll try to look them up too as we're going. But Ariana Grande looks like she's a fucking skeleton now. You guys seen her like recently? She looks fucking crazy.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I have not, dude.
Okay, we're gonna
I have
bring
like
her up.
I've been off of like shit like that for a minute. The only thing I got for that, I think I've seen something where it was like Ariana Grande and like the other actor that she's with.
Yeah.
They're not like, she doesn't really like her that much.
So that's what I heard too. But then all the interviews, and maybe Ariana Grande doesn't like her because of these things that she does. But it's just like, it's so strange. It seems like she's like, her name's Cynthia. It seems like she's like overprotective of her, which is kind of weird. It's just weird. The interactions are the weird part, and she's starting to look like her.
Is that what you're saying? She's starting to look like her?
She's starting to look like her. I'll send this one.
Who's looking like who?
Ariana Grande starting to look like this lady Cynthia.
No
See
shit,
if I can
huh?
find one. Like, she looks all freaking like skinny and
Do
it
you have
looks weird,
a
dude.
way to bring up a shot of that?
I'm
man?
trying to see one of these videos.
Is anybody else being inundated with Wicked advertisements on their Instagram?
That's all I see, dude.
I don't know what that's about, dude. That to me is what tells
It's
me
like they're pushing
it's
it to
all
us.
fixed.
They're pushing it to us on purpose and shit.
Like no, it's
I haven't seen any.
yeah. He's like, I have a manly Instagram algorithm. Okay,
Mine's all people fighting and shit. It's like, oh fuck.
My shit's all
He's
all
all-
political
he's
shit
like-
and fucking like.
he's like 2 out of every 3 is the one where it shows you like the warning. This is sensitive content. As I scroll, it's like
I mean,
most of them are just
You're
that.
not wrong. So it's like so you're scrolling, and the next thing you know is like Ukrainian war. You have to click here. It's like, oh,
You're
look
just
at
like,
this.
see why this is sensitive content. No, yeah, I don't know what that is, and I keep on putting the like, I don't want to see this. I'm not interested. I don't care about Wicked.
Fuck, do you get Wicked, babe? No,
You guys ever seen the actual movie though? I've never seen it.
I haven't seen. Have you seen
yeah.
it?
I heard it's incredible, but
saw it?
I don't know. I just
But
sent
that's
you a
by
video.
no. If you're hearing it, people who saw Wicked,
Found one?
people who saw Wicked, and people who are like rating it online are all the people who want Wicked to be successful, and they you know what I mean?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It's like there's a complete cognitive bias about that movie. It's an entire movie shot on green screen. It can't be great.
Oh, can you guys see that?
Oh,
there you go.
There you go.
a little bit.
So like the guy,
They're kissing Ariana's hand after Mark grabbed Ariana's arm.
yeah,
How pissed off is Pete Davidson at this?
Like,
Huh?
She so essentially, if anyone touches her,
Look
she
at-
she snaps.
yeah, that's what it seems like. Yep.
Right?
Yep.
That's fucking
And this
creepy.
lady's weird because she looks like a witch, first of all. So she actually looks like the wicked witch.
But she plays the part even off, huh?
There's like some-
I always called it on the nose, that casting. That was on the witch's nose. Like, completely.
yeah.
Like,
Oh, you
dude,
sent another one?
Yeah, I sent her another one. And there's another one I'm trying to. So look at it. It says Ariana trying to comfort Cynthia while a helicopter flies overhead. It's just too funny, they said. Which it is. It's weird. She's weird. Why is she a helicopter flew over them, and then now she's comforting her. I can understand being friends, like it's fine, but it almost seems like Cynthia is like kind of grooming her. I know Ariana Grande is not a young child anymore, but still, you know what I'm saying? Like Cynthia's been in the game longer. And
Okay.
I just like the fact how Ariana Grande tried to shoo the helicopter away.
Hey, wait, what?
So this is
scooter.
Go away.
Yeah, that's gonna work.
Oh my god, dude. Some people are
She's like freaking
so
out.
what do you guys
It's
have to
weird.
say about? Okay, so
It's so weird.
this is how they define their relationship, right? This is the actual like the way they describe it: non-demi-curious, semi-binary relationship. Is that not too much? Is that not a okay? So the
I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know what that means. what you
right,
just said,
like
dude.
there's too many adjectives in there, like to make it an actual like descriptor of something. Non-demi-curious, semi-binary relationship, and there's 3 dashes in there. So it's like, what are we doing, guys?
I have a question. I've
What
been
are we
kind of.
doing?
I want to get you guys' opinion to see if it's I'm kind of like onto something here. It kind of feels like to me, like the way you were talking about CTE and there's like post traumatic stress disorder and all that stuff. What if having that much celebrity?
Oh, dude, you're onto something.
Does something to you?
Yup.
To where it's like it's an undiagnosed
Cook.
thing.
Cook.
It's an undiagnosed symptom of too much
attention.
fast.
You
You
know
don't
what?
have the wherewithal to understand what comes the responsibility that comes with being in that kind of position in the public eye.
It's a sensory overload of
So
attention.
this for me seems like a publicity stunt just to stay relevant because your psyche can't accept that you're like not the most centered person in society right now.
Preach it, Mike.
Yeah, I think
Does that
there's
make
some
sense?
truth.
I mean, I'm just curious. Thought. It's just a thought
I
experiment.
say, honestly, dude, I agree with you 100%. I think it's one of the things that I always make the joke about how we, put celebrities on, actors in particular, on a pedestal for the most sociopathic quality in a human. They're good at lying and faking being somebody else.
Right.
And we treasure that. I get it. It's entertaining, but at the same time, doesn't that kind of compromise our ability to tell what that person is or what they're doing in real life? You know what I mean? Look at Tom Cruise. He's a fucking maniac. He's a great actor and incredible stuntman and all these things.
He's kind of a
but he's
weirdo,
also a fucking nut job, dude. He's one of the people who would not pass my test. That he would not come and hang.
test?
Yeah, that he would not come and hang out with my family in the garage if his car broke down in front of our house.
Yeah, no,
You know what I mean?
definitely
He
not.
would be a fucking up his ass asshole. He's out of touch with the world and the people around him.
Isn't he a freaking Scientologist too?
Yeah, I want to say, I don't know if this is true. This is allegedly, but he hasn't seen his kid in 9 years or something.
That's just
Damn.
That's
weird.
crazy, dude.
That's just weird.
But Mick,
crazy.
you definitely have some truth in there because
He's onto something.
when I was a long time ago, holy shit. Nah, man, I really am old, guys. I was a bodyguard for certain celebrities and some dignitaries. I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. Some of these, I can't say the names who I protected, but
On mic.
they live on mic. They live in a different world than us.
Yeah.
100%. Some of these people have unlimited money.
Yep.
Where they can buy whatever the fuck they want, right? And just having that kind of aspect of not having money issues or something causes other problems too, right? Because if you don't have money problems, for some reason, human beings, if we don't have certain problems, we have other problems. Like normal people, we have, of course, we're money, we're tight with money and stuff like that.
Right.
If you took that out, you're gonna have some other type of problem. You're gonna have some other type of issue, right? So these people, they live in a different world sometimes. With even the way they act, they go out in public. They're just different.
What was that one case?
Wait, can I
Go ahead.
Please hold that thought. I just thought of something funny. I just wanted to say it because it's supposed to be a funny podcast. I just love the idea of having him back in a year, and then he's making this yes, these guys live in a different world, and then let's say he keeps on going with his MMA career, he keeps on flying, and the next time we have him in, he's wearing a crown and a fur coat, and he's just saying the exact same thing. He's I've been staying grounded, keeping in touch with my roots, and he's got a big gold chain and shit. Sorry, that was just the visual that gave
His
it.
belt's made of diamonds and shit.
I'm all like this and shit. For some reason, I have a British accent. Oh, wait, guys.
He's got a cigar and shit.
Sorry, I don't mean to sidetrack you. I thought that would be funny. But what were you saying, Mick?
Yeah, remember that one kid he got out of murdering his parents because they said he had affluenza.
No,
holy shit.
So they said he was so privileged he didn't understand right and wrong, so he got out of the murder of his own parents.
That's fucking crazy.
He actually got out of it.
That's insane.
Was that Johnny
I will look
Cochran?
it up.
Is it Johnny Cochran defend that
I
case?
will look up the story right now.
Yeah, for real.
I will.
He's the only one that can make that happen.
No, I honestly, am
check this.
of this, you know, mentality exactly, man. Like, I really think that, like, okay, so I saw a post today, and I see posts more and more often like this, where it's like, it takes this much money to live in New York City, and then you see like a AI art, like, frustrated guy looking at his cell phone, and it's like a weird quote, so it almost looks official, but it's just some blogger talking about how this is how much it cost me to live in my city or whatever. And in reality, it's not like the poverty line is at $100,000 now. It's not. The poverty line hasn't changed. You know what I mean? The fact of the matter is, we're getting kind of sold a narrative that, like, oh, it costs this much money to live. I'll tell you, I'm one of the people who lives off of less than $2,600 a month. That's what I live off of, and I live a very comfortable and fun and happy life, and I don't ask a lot more out of my life.
All right. So here's a little bit more information on what I was talking about. So the case you're likely, so I was wrong about it being his parents. So the case you're likely referring to is Ethan Couch. He was involved in 2013 drunk driving crash that killed 4 people. His defense attorney used the term affluenza to argue the privilege of his upbringing meant he was unable to understand the consequences of his actions. Initially, Couch received 10 years probation sentence instead of prison time.
That's
a decision
crazy.
that
So you're telling me
public outrage.
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Go ahead.
But the same issue happened with Brandy. She was drinking and driving and killed somebody, and fucking she got off that.
I do.
You remember that shit?
Celebrities bury that shit,
That's
man.
crazy.
Remember that?
Yeah.
That's a deep cut.
Ferris
Damn.
Bueller, Matthew Broderick.
That's wild.
Matthew Broderick's another one. A lot of people, Caitlyn Jenner, forget the people. Caitlyn Jenner hit somebody with a car. Speaking to your exact point, dude. People who are privileged, they just get to live in a different world.
It's a different world, man.
That's fucking nuts. If you got the money, you can pay anybody off.
It's really what it is, and it's like the justice system. If you have the money, you're over it. You're past it. Like there's so many stories now of like the upper echelon people. They're eating like babies or something, right? Right. And now some of the truth is starting to come out. That's like some real shit. You know, and now it's like, why aren't these these dudes getting
what is it? The Bohemian Grove?
Is something like that, dude. It's like some really crazy conspiracy. You know, the fucked up thing is every conspiracy. It's starting to be true, dude.
Well, that's the funny part.
It seems to be fucking true every time.
It's one of the things that I've always like. It's I think it's Bertrand Russell who talks about it. It's just like the only thing that separates a religion from a cult is the amount of people that believe in the idea. And you could get a lot of people to believe a crazy idea, and as long as you have a lot of people believing it, it's not crazy. Exactly. But if it's one person trying to because I mean that sounds so far-fetched to us, people who are grounded and down to earth and, why would you sacrifice babies for your own existence and all this stuff? But to people with that much, what did you call it? Affluenza. Maybe it makes sense to them. You know what I mean? And that's the thing that like nowadays it's in the age of information and disinformation, it's kind of hard to really like navigate it without being like, hey, maybe there's a little bit of validity to this, I find it very wild, man.
I noticed that too with anything that I said that I would deem as a conspiracy theory. I feel like almost all of them become true when you dig deeper. I'm like, what the fuck?
You start going through that rabbit hole, dude, and you're like, holy shit, hold on. There's some truth happening. These like little coincidences. You're like, fuck.
At least all the stuff when it comes to like government and politics and religion and stuff. Not so much flat Earth. Not that.
For most of my life, I've believed. Well, that one's so easily debunked and disputed because we have such evidence of what planets look like on a different scale. Like you could see them if you wanted to. Any flat earther, I fucking challenge you. Just wait for the solstice to align and everything, and you could actually see and look at planets by your own fucking telescope. It's not pictures that are generated on. It's not. You could see it. You could see what it looks like. If you're too stupid to be able to do that, that's on you.
They are.
Well, I mean, it's so I'm going to go a little bit military right now. But if it was flat Earth, we wouldn't have to like for mortars or anything firing like that's shooting in deflates. You have to do it's called a GM angle, right? Where it's you have to count for the curvature of the Earth when you're firing those kind of rounds, right? So if it was flat, we wouldn't have to do that, to hit the target that we need to hit. It wouldn't happen if the Earth was fucking flat.
Funny.
That's another angle and stuff we have to do.
Before the flat earther clip where they disprove themselves with their own experiment with the 17-mile light, the laser.
Oh yeah. I was just gonna say that. That's so funny, dude.
I haven't seen that shit.
Well, it's basically they're trying to align a light, and they're like, okay, if the Earth is curved,
it's like a tunnel,
they make two pinhole sheets 17 miles apart, and they're like, if the Earth is
the same height.
Then
everything,
if
accounting for elevation,
if the
all
Earth
that
is
stuff.
curved, then these won't align. But if it is, or is it the opposite?
Because they're basically shining a light through it. And you can see
it
it on
will
the
go
other
up or
side.
something.
And they had to keep going up.
And then they're like, all right, just to adjust it a slight amount to the curvature, and then it lines up, and they're like,
that's strange. That's interesting. That's strange. That's interesting. Wow.
That shit is so funny.
You've heard it here for the millionth time. If you're a flat earther, you are an idiot,
dummy, a big old dummy.
But no, I mean when it does come to government conspiracy, and speaking back to
it's like those
say
ones.
the number one example that most people go to because of all of the emotional entanglement there is 9/11, right?
Yeah.
And they did the whole loose change thing that kind of got people thinking in a different way about stuff, right? And to me, I've always kind of chalked the political scope and all the kind of disfigurement that's going on there, all the stuff that we're seeing as literally just agendizement by individuals. It's like picture every different politician is a different noodle of spaghetti, and then you just throw them all in this big bowl, and they're all sort of in each other's way, and so there's not a system that is effectively working. You know what I mean? There's all this corruption that is taking it over and kind of making it all befuddled instead of having it all in straight lines, you know what I mean, in straight. And so that's what I've always chalked it up to for most of my life. And then now you start seeing, like you said, all the power and the money that people have, and you're like, damn, it's almost like the sky is the limit on what people can get away with. It's like, what can I question anymore?
Yeah, exactly.
You know? And it's kind of a weird thing it's a weird position to be in, to have all this information at our fingertips and then not be able to trust it anymore.
Yeah, that's the fucked up part. You can't trust anything you read on the internet, anything you see, especially with AI. It's like making everything so crazy.
They're trying to come up with the definition or the name for the word for the definition of the effect that it's having on human brains, that now when you're scrolling through something, there's a new instant trigger in our brains that has to determine whether it's real or AI.
Yeah.
So that's a new adaptation of our brains.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That's nuts.
That's wild.
Because there's been videos where I'm like, wait a minute. Like, really, I'm like, all right, let me watch it 3 or 4
I'll tell you
times.
this right now.
Look at their hands.
Some of the hacks in it are fucking escaping me, like the Zoom camera AI videos, or not Zoom camera, the Ring doorbell camera AI videos. They could get away with it for me. The cats with shotguns and shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
I love those.
They get me for a fucking second. I'm like, that can't be fucking real.
The fat guy with the pizzas at the door, and the fucking tornado in the background. It's all, it's so crazy.
That's so stupid, dude. Some of them are.
And that proves aliens don't come down here in UFOs, because the grainy effect. Yeah, you could fool anybody with that grainy effect, on the camera.
I mean, nowadays, even if you did talk, let's say you did talk to an alien, you know what I mean? Like how you're saying, you have to check with AI or whatever. If you really were talking to an alien, would anyone even believe it? It's so much fake shit out there that if you were really talking to someone that's from another a planet, they'd be like, nah, that's AI.
Here's something that's kind of funny though. Up. It's like we went from having we didn't trust. We went from newspapers. We didn't know anything that was real. They could have said anything to us. They could have said, hey, whatever they wanted in the newspaper, we believed it. Now it's getting to there's so much AI to where we're just like, okay, nothing's real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're gonna so the channels of getting information is gonna change. I feel like
Ari Shaffir talked
we'll
about
go back
how
to newspapers.
No, well, who knows?
I mean, there's still newspapers, but nobody really reads
that would mean people need to learn how to read again.
That's true.
Dude, you ever see the movie? Not to cut you off,
No,
dude.
you're good.
You ever see the movie Idiocracy?
Oh, dude.
yeah, of course.
We talk about this all the time.
It's like
Literally,
why are we getting closer and closer to that fucking
doesn't
movie?
make any sense.
That
That movie's a documentary.
Well, this is the perfect time for me to inject that I have officially bought my own Butt Fuckers franchise. I'll be opening it here in Fontana, California. No,
That shit is so funny.
no,
know
Ari
what?
Shafir
Because of
had
electrolytes.
a whole thing that he did.
You ever heard of the fucking rat utopia? Have you guys ever heard of that?
I never heard of that.
I
So-
want to say if it's the same thing I'm thinking of.
So it was
Talking about
it
New
was
York?
no. So so a little bit sort of. So it was a legit like, oh my gosh, not investigation. It was a legit science experiment this guy did, and it was to what would rats or what would mice do in an urban environment? Can they live, right? And it was supposed to be, can humans live in a society like a city or something, right? So they put these mice or rats, whatever the fuck they are, they put them in he made like a little city for these mice, and they had everything they needed. They had food, they had water, everything was easy, and they had houses. Nothing was, they didn't need to make their own shit. Everything was there, just like a city. And what ended up happening in every event that he did was they all died. And it all ended in the same, they all ended the same way. First, when they started off, the males were taking care of the females. I don't even know mice or rats. Did they do that? But they, everything, like the households were great and stuff. And as time went on, them living in the city, the mice, they started, the women started doing not caring for their kids anymore. Like they would have a baby and then go off and go have sex with another mouse while their baby mouse just dies. Yeah. And then the gay, no offense to anyone's gay or anything, but the gay population in the community went up. So
so people basically the relative kind of line to compare there is that when you give people nothing but joy, it completely ruins their motivation.
Yeah, and so in the end, people, like I said, they were not caring for their kids anymore. Like the mice, they weren't caring for their kids anymore. They weren't. There was little fights breaking out, like males against males. It wasn't for alpha. It was just they were fighting, and then there was little cliques happening. They started killing each other, and then in the end, like I said, they had all the food they needed. They had water they needed. They had everything was there. And then as the population grew, things started getting out of hand. And without them living in a wild environment, they ended up all dying. Yeah, and it's pretty. I don't know. You could. I think there's a thing on YouTube. You can Google it.
Yeah, I don't know if this is an actual saying, but it just makes me think. Abundance breeds ignorance, and then necessity breeds endurance. You know what I mean? If you need to fight for what you're, to eat, to have a roof over your head, it's gonna make you a more vital creature. Mouse or human or whatever. Yeah. But if you are given everything in the world and it's just it's going to turn you into a garbage thing. You know what I mean? You're just going to, I'm going to eat, I'm going to fuck. And then what do I do next? Oh, maybe I'm going to eat, I'm going to fuck, I'm going to sleep. And that's what we're dealing with, to a degree in our society, I would say is the people right now, and I've said this, I've made this parallel before, and maybe it's not fair. Anybody who wants to disprove me, go ahead. But I don't think that there's a huge gender dysphoria problem in places of the world where the bigger problem is I'm not going to eat dinner tonight.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I think these sort of problems come along with basically having enough comfort in your life where, like you said earlier, people just find the next problem to latch onto.
Yeah,
and
that's what it is. Exactly what it is.
So you're saying sometimes the problems we have are just problems that come from luxury.
Yeah, I know there's a term for it. I'm not super well versed in psychology, but sometimes people will just classify it and then write it off because it's a dumb expression. But first world problems, right? Mm-hmm. People have used that and kind of bastardized that as a term. But I think that that's a real thing, dude. Where it's dude. If you're worrying this month about that you weren't able to find a Starbucks cup, and I'm worrying about I'm not able to pay my rent. There's a different aggregate of problem there.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
you know,
that's true.
I mean, you go. You,
Affluenza, yeah.
like if you go back.
I'm so
in
glad
the day,
she chimed in. I feel like we're keeping her hostage.
She's all doing the.
To be fair, at the beginning of this, she said she wanted to be like off mic.
No, but I 100% agree. Like back in the day, it was, you know, your wife telling you, hey, you know, good luck on your hunt. Hopefully, you come back safe. Hopefully, you don't get, hopefully fucked up. Like, hopefully, you come back. You know, and that was the problem back then was, you know, like hunting and stuff like that. You coming back home with no kill. You know, now I'm not killing anything. I just go to a fucking store.
Yeah,
you know, but it's that whole thing. Like even I tell people, it's funny how like chickens are mass. Like everything's chickens. Chicken's not really great meat. Rabbit is actually a better meat than chicken.
Yeah,
like more nutrient.
It's
rich.
more nutrient. It's less like besides ticks and shit that can get on the fur or whatever, the actual meat itself is just better. And it's even a cleaner meat, right? But why don't we have and it's easier it's easy to farm too. There's not rabbits are not hard to farm.
But rabbits are cute and cuddly.
But rabbits
guys.
are cute and cuddly. But that's the thing, it's just like these things that we get used to. But we imagine if we thought as a kid, you were like, hey, chickens are cute and cuddly. And rabbits are a disgusting, furry, tick-infested thing that we need to eat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the change in the whole everything will be different. Even though it's kind of off topic, but it's just things are the way how we have things set up now is just different. You know? And then even people people think that hunting is really bad. Like I hunt. I go and I hunt and and I think I need to hold
on, let me go get my bucket of blood real quick. No.
Oh yeah, hey, go ahead and grab it. It's I'll make some for the Filipinos out there. I'll make some dinogoon. It's where they cook pork and pork blood. It's called dinogoon. It's good. But anyways, it's imagine telling someone to eat that shit. You know, they'd go, this is pork blood?
Yeah.
I'm a vegan.
Okay, so tell me if you relate to this statement. Here's a reason I'll never go vegetarian, even though, like, just for my own dietary purposes, sometimes I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm going to eat just mostly, like, veggie stuff today just so that I have, good, fiber intake or whatever. As long as there's lions, tigers, and bears eating meat, dude, I'm going to eat meat. That's just nature,
real.
dude. I'm sorry. They're going to be there. If I'm, like... talking, hey, Mr. Bear, I don't want to hurt you. I'm just mauled and dead, and I'm his dinner. You know what I mean? Like, there's no logic in nature. The only logic is exactly what is been provided for us, and that's shit. And like, anybody watch the show Primal? The Prime on Adult Swim. It's fantastic.
Yeah?
It's some of the most amazing animation.
About.
It's about a caveman and a dinosaur, and they team up. It's awesome. It's pretty awesome. But anyways, a lot of it is about like survival. Those are like the morals that are consistent throughout the story. Like, what do you do for survival? And then there's this one where there's like this woolly mammoth herd, and then one of them's just like dying behind the rest of them, and the woolly mammoth herd just kind of forgets them in the snowstorm. That dies, and then the two, the guy and the dinosaur, they come along, they butcher it, he gets his fur, he survives, and then later on, they catch up with that mammoth herd, and the mammoth herd sees him, and they're like, what the fuck? You killed one of our guys, you know what I mean? And it's like, that's always going to be the result. It's going to, the end game is always going to be like, oh man, something had to die here.
Yeah.
And I think that's a reality of life,
that's
man.
True. Yeah.
I think that's a reality of life. And at the whole end, after they have this big battle between mammoths and a Tyrannosaurus and a guy, it's awesome. Awesome to watch. I mean, that sounds awesome, right?
Instead of chicken, we should have a play on
pretty
words.
dope.
Yeah, but at the end, the guy, he gives the tusk, to the mammoths, and they kind of reach like this agreement. They're like, we understand, we respect, you're just trying to survive. And it's like, if we lived in a world where it was like that, like, we get it, dude. Like, some of us are going to die, some of us are going to live, but no, we live in a world of pussies. Yeah. And we live in a world where everyone 100%. Just like literally you're allowed to be famous and rich and be scared of the sound of airplanes? What the fuck? That's fucking crazy.
It was a helicopter.
Airplane would have been fine actually, but it was
they own one, so I'm offended. You thought it was an airplane.
She's all with her 2-inch nails. She's all
right, dude.
That's because it's from her childhood. She heard those every day in there.
So
can
I
oh my gosh!
Can I circle back to aliens real quick? Because I have
piece of shit, dude.
My own theory with aliens. So
I'm offended.
I wanted to ask because I've never got to bring this up before. So here's my theory with aliens, right?
Right.
I don't think UFO sightings are real because I think this is my totally wild.
Wait,
right?
You don't think they're real, or you don't think they're actually happening?
Here's. I'll get to the
I need the
difference
details.
here.
Okay.
So I'm using the term UFO. Pay attention to that. Okay. So I don't think that UFOs are real because I think that any species that will learn to traverse the universe won't need a ship to do it. I think it'll be more Stargate based. You know what I mean? Like where they're
you're just beaming.
Yes, wormhole kind of stuff.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Teleporting.
But I think the UFO stuff that we, see now is different phenomenon that we can't explain. What do you think about that?
You know what?
That's very interesting.
Because
if the technology is that good, you should be able to just boop and be over there.
My theory is those exist on a quantum level. So whatever exists on this planet in a different quantum plane, we're seeing a glimpse of that because it's something that powers those things is breaking the veil, where we can actually see it, physically see it. You know what I mean? Or those things are moving at real time, but in that universe, things are moving a lot faster than on a timeline than we are. So we're actually seeing it going double time or quadruple time. The speed, you know what I mean? The speed it would go because we are seeing it from a different quantum plane. You know what I mean?
So looking at time as one of the dimensions, do you think that we'll need a vessel to traverse that? Is that your theory too?
For me, this is just all hypothetical. I'm just thinking because I think about this stuff when I'm out on the road and stuff.
Fucking smoking weed.
Here's what the reason I think the theory is the case is because science fiction has always led the narrative for both technology and entertainment and everything. So flying saucers have completely fallen out of fashion. When's the last time you guys saw a flying saucer picture?
They don't look like that no more.
They don't look like that anymore. Alien sightings are like light specks in the sky and different weird phenomena.
Besides that one egg thing, there was an egg that they saw.
But that's not a flying saucer. But there was a period in the 50s because of science fiction movies and science fiction writing that flying saucers were what people were claiming they were seeing.
So that is weird.
Right?
So that's...
Tell me that doesn't kind of just break the code. I was like, there was people faking seeing flying saucers.
Now they're all going to just look like whatever we see on the movies.
Look at the fucking hieroglyphics in Egypt and in fucking the Mayans.
Yeah.
There's a legit hieroglyph, whatever those things are called.
Hieroglyphics.
Hieroglyphic, right? Where there's Mayan or with a big head. Looks like he's going up in space. It looks like a legit rocket. He's sitting down. Everything. There's no fucking way they know what that would look like. Yeah. But you know what I mean? The mind or the intelligence they have at that time, how would they draw it? If you ask a 5-year-old to draw a rocket and they only seen it one time, how would they draw it?
Do you watch Ancient Aliens?
I don't. But
some disclaimer, I don't.
Some of this shit is fucking wild, man.
No, I mean, honestly, I'm very fascinated by past cultures and their perceptions of what I would call mysticism. I don't know the exact quote, but one of man's or humans' greatest qualities is mistaking mysticism for things that they just don't understand. And that's why I love science so much, is because there's so much so much of an element of it that is basically us not understanding a thing, figuring out step by step, chipping away fact by fact. Well, it's not that. It can't be this thing. Maybe it's that. Oh, wait, actually, you know what? It can't be that. And then eventually, sometimes we get to the bottom of stuff like gravity, shit we could prove. Gravity to this day, I'm not going to do it. If I, I'll do it with a sticker. We know for a fact anybody in this room will not bet that when I drop this, it's going to stay in the air. It falls. That's how. Oh, come on! I could have made $20, but no. So there's undeniable facts about the world. And I think people are so susceptible to like falling into seeing things that have proven facts in the past and then just taking that, you know, for granted, like saying that, oh yeah, okay, cool, then that's, oh shit, like there's that video, I think we watched it, where it's like the people are looking at like a really tall street light and they're like, yo, it's a UFO. It's a UFO, stupid, you know. And then somebody even comes out in the video and is like, nah, it's a light. It's like, that's a light right there on the street. That's something different, you know. It's like people have their own like different ways of just like associating.
Yeah.
Is that what's being okay? I was like, your camera cut out, I think, for a second. Yeah, there you go. You're good.
We're good.
But yeah, no, I think that a lot of the time I'm such a skeptic. Like I approach anything from this perspective. Like I really, if it looks like magic to me, I don't know what it is, but doesn't mean it is magic. You know?
Right.
But that's my stupid.
They're now coming out with like this stuff. How did they move the stones and all these things?
Right.
And even like the pyramids, they fucking the way they align, or even one pyramid they found can something with like electricity or whatever, and then there's the vibration now. Now they like you can move objects with vibration, you know, and then even with vibration can also it can change a mood. The way something like the way a vibration is can change a mood.
Right. The way a move an object affects water,
and way it affects water is all these other things, and then it's like a lost. It's like a lost. Like technology, you know, but who's the one who taught us that, you know? And then there's even things that are even I'm not super religious. I mean, I'm religious, right? I had to sound like someone. I'm religious, but there's a story of this guy. I think he was in Egypt or something, and God taught him how to. I still got one more beer. You can leave that. I'll probably pound this one.
Wait a minute. I still got one more beer. Wait. That doesn't mean don't give me the other one.
You can leave it. But this guy, it was God taught him how to create gold, right? He taught him how to chemically make gold, right? And if you look in Egypt and look in certain of these areas, there's nothing there that can create gold naturally. But somehow there was a shit ton of gold there, right? And still today, no one knows how the gold got there, you know. And it's interesting because it's like, okay, this is from the Bible. This is you know, people want to. Some people are like atheists, whatever, like that. Oh, it's fake. This and this. Right. But it's like, yo, there's some. Obviously, these old stories have some kind of truth. Right, you know, obviously, it's people who didn't have the intelligence that we have now. So the way they write it, of course, is going to be written like magic or something like
this.
I
personally believe that that's one of the biggest misconceptions that we have about history. I think that there have been slips in intelligence over time. I think we always perceive the Egyptians as immediately dumber than all of the rest of us, but they were way smarter than all of the rest of us in mathematics and a lot in architecture.
They were the first ones to really do medicine. Like they knew if you broke an arm, if you splint it and everything like that, it will.
That's how it heals correctly.
And in Europe, they weren't teaching that yet. So this old medicine stuff.
You're dead, dude.
They
write him off.
Throw
him into the bog.
Oh, his arm doesn't work. Cut it off. You know what I mean? It's like fuck. But it's crazy.
It looks like he's gonna have to swim out in the ocean.
No, imagine the guy like when they just like he just got his arm cut off, right? Because he broke it or whatever, and he's like, "Fuck, now I got one arm." And then like 2 weeks later, they figured out that you can just fix it. It's like, what the fuck, dude?
But it's this old information, this old technology that over time it gets lost, and then not even that, it's written in books, but the way we perceive it now, maybe the technology, maybe like it's in the stories on how to do it, or how to like how to make gold, or how to do this, how to whatever, all these fucking things. Maybe it's there, but the way we read it, we're perceiving it wrong because we don't have that intelligence from back then. Yeah. So that's why we can't do it now. You know, because we think that we're the smart, like what our intelligence we have now. We think we're fucking smart as shit.
We're obnoxiously arrogant.
You know, and
we're obnoxiously arrogant.
In reality, like fuck you, like shit back then. You know, I always say back then, but like way fucking the old days. If you were sick, these people knew how to make like a tea that can cure this, and that. Right. But and at the same token, the flu was if you got the flu, there's a good chance you might die.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you get the flu, and it's like, hey, I'll be at work in 3 days. You know what I mean? It's not. So there's these weird things like I think about, where it's just like, shit, man, these people were curing some crazy stuff, but they couldn't cure the flu. Yeah. Which now, me, I just drink some apple cider vinegar. She knows I don't take any medicine, but I'll drink apple cider vinegar, and I'll put on a bunch of sweaters and sweats, go walk for 5 miles, come back, and next day, I'm good.
Wow.
I'm
definitely going to try that next
time. I kind of have a theory on what you're talking about here, because you're talking about like alchemy, right? Like, well, not pretty much,
sort of. You know what I mean?
Because I know the first instance of alchemy happened like during Alexandria, like during in Egypt. What you're talking about with the gold shit. So what my thought was when you're talking about it, I thought about this right now. It's like that whole part of human history was all like, yeah, we were focused on all that stuff that like we can't do now. Something happened. And now we're focused on microbiology. We're focused on the micro details and stuff. So all the things that we don't know. So whatever that is, that's their microbiology.
There's different elements that each society has provided to the collective of knowledge, and we have never all put them all together in a society that perfectly understands every aspect of existence.
Agree.
And that's the thing is like, if you pay attention to Rome, if you pay attention to Egypt, like if you pay attention to China, like the greatest like most long-lasting empires of the world, there's all different elements and different values, different things. Right there. Thanks for saying all of that into the mic.
Thanks a lot, Rizzo. I'm sorry, I want to hear it because I'm in it, but I got to take a piss so bad.
Just pee on the floor.
I'll piss in one of the bottles, don't drink it. But then you'll get mad at me that I take my dick out.
No, the collective point being that, throughout history, we've collected a lot of different knowledge. That's why I don't think that perfect knowledge comes from any one source, any one religion or science practice or anything like that.
Yeah,
I think there's a lot of taking the best information and then forming that into the new ways to live and understand the world,
And ourselves, our bodies, and the way people do things.
One of the things I understand is Johnny's body. I understand Johnny's body very well.
He knows it very well. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I don't know. I think that I think it's almost impossible for aliens to not exist. I think definitely to a degree of like 99.9999999. The vastness of the universe.
There's no way we're the only ones.
It's
over here.
Impossible that we're the only life in the world,
and we suck. There's no way it's just us,
dude. We don't even know what's at the bottom of the ocean.
Yep.
Like, are you kidding me?
Yep.
Like, what is it like? Like 90% of it is not unsurveyed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane.
No. Thanks to David Attenborough and James Cameron, we actually know that 99% of what's in the ocean.
James Cameron took his little submarine all the way down there.
Yeah,
he's a crazy fool, dude.
I find it so tragic that he gave us some of the greatest films in cinema history: Aliens, Terminator 1, Terminator 2, True Lies, and then Titanic, and then he moved on to Avatar.
You didn't like Avatar?
I liked the first Avatar. I think it's fine.
Great.
I think it's fine.
It's like,
but he's doing like 6 more, right?
Yeah.
He's like, it's like that's all he's working on.
Do you know where he got that idea from? He said he got
Dances with Wolves.
Huh?
He got it from Dances with Wolves.
Probably
the same way that The Lion King is just Hamlet.
No.
That movie is just Dances with Wolves.
Okay, this is what he claims. He claims that he had a dream.
Oh, are you talking about Terminator?
Huh?
Are you talking about Terminator or Avatar? Oh, okay. Because he claims he had a dream about Terminator too. Terminator 1.
All his ideas. So he claims that he had a dream, right, about Avatar and the universe of Avatar and the world and everything. He was like, oh shit, and like the whole the tree of life or whatever, and it's basically all the stories. It's all biblical stories. The whole Avatar movie, but so he said he had a dream about that world, and it was like at the beginning of his career. So he was like, I can't make this movie with the way I want to make it. I can't make it.
How? Yeah.
Because it won't be able to. There's no CGI that can do this.
Idiot, never heard of cartoons. Whatever. Continue.
So his whole idea was to make other movies. His other ideas, the ideas that he had that he loved too, but Avatar is like his baby. He's been wanting to make that movie for like 25, 30 years.
Makes his whole story tragic as shit to me because he made some fucking bangers. He literally he revolutionized cinema. Like he's responsible. I would say Terminator 2 is solely responsible for the computer graphic renaissance of the early 90s. Yeah. I would give it almost 100% responsibility and then move it right onto the shoulders of Jurassic Park because that's where we saw kind of what it could do. But dude, I mean, before that we were doing CG, different kind of like computer graphic stuff. We never tried to make it look real. And he was the first to try to do, and it's changed cinema history almost for the worst at this point. Thanks, Jim.
So they're coming out with the new Gremlins movie. Do you think they're going to ruin it if it's CGI?
It will ruin it if it's CGI. I think they are. If it's CGI, it will ruin it.
I think they are.
If it's CGI, it will ruin it.
I don't want to. I didn't like. A lot of people think
why would they even
oh fuck. We just saw it. I just talked about it literally the other day. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
The 1991.
The 1991.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome.
Incredible.
Fucking awesome.
It's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Now they made it all the CGI shit, you know, and everything like that. It's retarded. It was trash.
So stupid, yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was fucking basically Transformers.
Yeah.
With Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. And
fucking
that
Michael
movie
Bay, dude.
cost, I think it was like $81 million. The original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles made by an independent film company with like investors helping making it happen. I think Robin Williams was actually a huge investor in it because his kids loved the Turtles. And he was actually a consultant to the April O'Neil actress because she wasn't super familiar and he was obsessed with it. And so he would like consult her on doing it, which is a cool little fun
That's
fact.
pretty cool.
That's cool.
But that original movie cost $8 million. And you compare the budgets of movies now to $8 million, it's insane.
That's insane.
It's insane.
It is insane.
And that's an incredible movie. The choreography, the costumes, it's an entertaining film that holds up, and it's even shot incredibly. If you really pay attention to how wet and grimy they capture like the comic panels and stuff. It's great. It's truly great.
I mean, I literally just watched those. I've watched the first one and the second one, the Ooze.
The Secret of the Ooze.
The Secret of the Ooze. And the first one, I watched that like, I think it was like last week. I don't know why.
Yeah,
I was like, you know
I got
what?
lucky enough to see that in the theaters this year. The number
really?
one, they brought it back in September. It was in the theaters for a month. I saw it with my parents.
That's
a
pretty
fucking
cool,
dream, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like you were saying, even the way they, not just the choreography, but the way they did like their script, right? Mm-hmm. The script writing, like how they were talking and stuff, like Donatello, Ralph, and everybody.
Yeah, it captures their character.
It's just like, you didn't need all these different, like Donatello now has all these little gadgets and shit all over him. So you didn't need all that shit. You know, all he had was a staff.
I thought that was so laughable when they're like, oh yeah, he's got to have fucking a so his eyes are bad?
Yeah, he has glasses. He had glasses.
Eyes are fucking bad?
Yeah, he did have glasses. I was like, why did he need glasses?
He's a mutant that's like got superpowers and he's ultra strong, but his eyes are bad?
Eyes don't work? That's so stupid.
To make him look more nerdy.
Yeah, they seek aesthetic.
Yeah, it was stupid because back in the 90s, he didn't have any of that. He just had his fucking staff. But when there was a computer, I'll hack into this. You know what I mean? Like he was a smart one.
One of my favorite jokes of the 90s, it's totally kind of a crazy dumb joke, is you just saw the movie, but Raphael gets captured, right? And they're going into like the enemy lair, and they're like, "It's quiet, yeah, a little too quiet." He's like, "I see Raph, yeah, a little too Raph." What a dumb fucking joke, but it's so good.
Funny.
Makes me laugh every fucking time.
And they even like, don't they like they hit him or something like that? They're like oh, Michelangelo, like.
Yeah, no, I honestly, they live deep in my heart, those movies. Those are the ones where you had to buy a second VHS because you wore out the first one so bad.
Yeah.
I'm aging myself again. I watched
hey, I'm right there with you, dude.
Hey, VHS is back now, dude. VHS is back now. Everybody loves VHS now. All the kids are starting to buy VHS and CDs. And CD players.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
crazy.
there's a whole resurgence of all that stuff because physical media there's actual a value the same way the generation before us with record player or records and stuff. They have the vinyl. They could go through the album art, see all the that was a part of the enjoying music. Like I think there's gonna be a generation coming up that's craving that out of their entertainment.
I think it's
as opposed to just
I don't think it's here yet.
Yeah.
The reason why I say that is because I don't think the music is there yet. We were actually talking about it before we got on air.
Look
and
at this
everything.
guy. He's better at segues than Johnny is.
I mean, before we got on air and everything, we were talking about it earlier. The fucking oh my gosh, now I just lost myself. The music. Right, like listening to a record, like and having like I listened to a whole record because it was badass, the whole thing, right? Like I remember one of my first CDs I ever had was the Gorillaz.
Oh, nice, yeah.
And I could listen to that whole fucking album.
It was so good.
So it was.
The first album is
when an
amazing.
album is hit after hit, it will live with you forever.
And I still remember that fucking album. It was like a little camo fucking CD, Gorillaz, you know. And I would listen to from track 1 to like track I think it was like 13 or something like that. And I loved every fucking song.
Yep.
But now I feel like if you like we were talking about earlier, or even with that one band you were saying, even the band I was talking about, the Spanish metal band, they have a few
2 or 3 that
2
you're
or 3
really
that's
into.
really good. But would I buy a CD? Nah. You know what I mean? They don't have them like how like Gorillaz, or I was talking about, I referenced Tool earlier. Like Tool, dude, almost any fucking album you grab from Tool, you can listen from fucking from track 1 to track whatever. It was just Tool is just the shit for one.
Yeah.
And it's hard because now like nowadays it's really hard to find music where it's just track, like every song is just fucking they're all bangers.
Yeah.
You know?
I think there's a legitimate science behind this, right? There's no, I could really hyper dorkify it and make it into an equation, because there's 3 players here. There's the audience, okay? There's the musicians, and then there's the record labels.
Yeah.
Okay. So over time, we'll do A, M, L, and T. Audience, musicians, labels, time. So if you take a musician and you multiply it over time, it actually wants the end game is wanting more money. Okay. And the thing that motivates that fuels that is the audience. Okay. The way that they accomplish that is the label. Okay. So it's a 3-party system here that has a benefit analysis at the end of it. And what's benefit these days is money. Okay. So I blame basically the audience for being kind of complacent and allowing themselves to engage in Spotify and things like that, where it's like tastes are curated for you as opposed to digging them out, listening to a whole record, for example. You know, like when a band doesn't come out these days with the whole record, they're trying to do an EP or whatever. It's too hard to come out with a record. And that's the part where the record labels come in. They've made it too fucking expensive to make a good piece of art. So it's like, yeah, give us a single that we could sell, and then we'll make a little bit of money off of you. And then when you bring us another single or another EP, then we'll make a little money off of you. And the audience is now complacent in that, in the sense that, oh yeah, well, I don't really need to hear a whole album, but isn't it a different feeling when you fucking run a whole record and you're like, that whole thing was gold, versus when you're like, I'm into this band and the whole album was
it's like you said, that the art of it is gone. The appreciation of like the actual art and the appreciation of the actual music, you know what I mean? There's an appreciation that's gone. And I think that's what it is too, you know, because like how we were talking earlier, just the you can tell when the artist put their time in it, and it wasn't about just, obviously it was about making money, but some guys it's just about putting their art out there, you know, like I mean, rest in peace, but fucking like Nirvana, like that guy, he really didn't even want to be popular,
right?
But the tracks he was putting, like that fucking his best MTV Unplugged Nirvana.
Great performance,
dude. The best fucking performance. Even today, like
especially
I
watching
still
it
have
now,
that shit.
you kind of get a little emotional watching it, seeing him actually be an artist, really pouring himself out.
Absolutely.
And that's the thing that sucks to me, and it's always sucked. And he's a great example. Kurt Cobain is an artist that's literally like laughing in the faces of these people who are like, oh, you do what you do to make money, right? And like, no, I do what I do because it's what's in my soul. And the fact that I connect to people is fucking magical. And you guys are raping me for that. He wrote a song about it. Rape me.
Yeah.
You know, you guys are raping me for that so you guys could make money. Those people won. in our generation, those people fucking won. The artists are losing.
Yeah.
All the people who are making art to really tell what's happening in their soul have lost the battle. And that's what Spotify is. That's what all the fucking current algorithmic fucking distribution is.
Yeah.
Is the example of how they won and how artists...
That was the whole entire streaming universe kind of like was the response of LimeWire, because
LimeWire.
fucking Morpheus.
I love when a guest immediately knows like LimeWire or Kazaa.
No, but if you think about it, I mean, it's kind of ingenious though. I mean, the way they did it is they saw the market wanted this music, but they were losing money to it. So the response was, well, they want to get what they want, so we're just going to have everything offered to them at a certain price. So they essentially killed the whole LimeWire format.
Yeah, I think because you're able to stream it. So they just said, "Oh, how can we just monetize LimeWire?" And that's what they did.
This kind of actually does segue into a thing that it's like on the board.
Okay,
but it's honestly it's not even something we usually talk about. It's just something that I've wanted to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, so this is like a perfect way to kind of at least get into the nomenclature, get into the zeitgeist, and at least help people see.
Zeitgeist, a good film.
I wouldn't agree, but get out there, get the idea. But just to get the idea out there for people that always be weary of this concept of like a good idea being bastardized for capitalism. I always talk about music because it's what I have a personal, emotional relationship with. It's what I've tried to do. It's what I've tried to make, but. In reality, there's things like, okay, so you guys remember Blink camera? Remember that?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that got taken over by Ring.
Yeah, right.
People who wanted to make money off of that idea. Blink camera was a great idea.
Wasn't it the same shit?
Yeah, it was, but it was before Ring. And now what do you hear about? Ring camera.
Yeah.
Because they took the idea and they sold it and are making millions of dollars. It was a good idea. And they stole it, ran with it. And those people from Blink, I'm sure they're sitting on millions or whatever. But at the same time, it's like, dude, we're not rewarding them for having a good idea. Yeah. Those were the people who came up with the good idea. The people we're rewarding are the people who were like, hey, we stole this idea and we're like going to mass produce it so we can make a lot of money. Yeah. Another good example, TiVo. Okay, on demand services, TiVo, all that stuff. That's what started out fucking
streaming services. Yep.
And then you get Netflix, Hulu, fucking Disney Plus, and HBO Max. They stole the idea so that they can make money. What's another? Oh, my most egregious, and people don't realize this, and I like to talk about it all the time, is that DC, all the comic book and superhero ideas that you hear from Marvel came from DC.
Yeah, DC was like first.
DC rips off Marvel all the time.
Yeah.
Chronologically, if you look at the history of characters, literally like Iron Man is based on a character from DC that did not do successfully. And then Marvel was just better at marketing. So we are rewarding people who are not necessarily good at coming up with ideas. Right. We're rewarding people who are good at marketing the idea in the first place.
So it's like whoever can market it better is the one that
is the one who wins.
And wins. Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you have the good idea.
I mean,
so you don't like Stan Lee? You're saying fuck Stan Lee? Is that what you're saying?
Honestly, I've met Stan Lee. He was a total sweetheart. And not to speak ill of the dead, but fuck that guy. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I like Stan Lee. I wish no hate on anybody, but I want to provoke that thought. Like, think about that. At the end of the day, we're rewarding the behavior of not having the good idea, being an artist, having someone with an original idea who can capitalize on that better. Yeah. We're rewarding that. That was the only point that I needed to make.
That makes
maybe
sense.
that was a dead end.
And that's what we're doing, though.
The
that's
winner.
Exactly what's happening. It's whoever can market it is the winner.
Whoever
can do it better is the winner.
Yeah, man,
not even do it better, but whoever can market it better is the winner.
We're rewarding the winner.
Yeah.
And that's how it's been through history too.
Yeah. But well, is it okay? So rewarding the winner is almost like a redundant sentence, right? Because it's like, yeah, of course the winner gets the reward, but who deserves to be the winner? The person who initialized the idea, or the person who is better at like let's say like the character like Spider-Man was based off of in DC. I don't remember his name, but Stan Lee did basically kind of plagiarize that and then make it more successful, and we reward that because it is a cool idea. But then that guy goes off into the distance, dies off, without any recognition. I believe it's Bob Kane who invented Batman, and he didn't get any credit for it initially. He's gotten his credit for it now. But yeah, no, I mean, it's like that kind of stuff. It's like, yeah, we're totally okay as a society to whoever's just more popular, good at making friends, better at being social. If an artist is like not good at like meeting people, even if their art is incredible, it will always create a hump in their way, like a
for them to grow, because they're like, oh, I don't do that. I'm just good at the art part. Well, so what's funny? Okay, so then what would you call an invincible? What's the guy? The Batman looking guy.
Oh, I knew you were talking about. I knew you were
That's
talking
all
about.
parody. That falls under parody.
That is parody. Even like even the boys. Even though I fucking love it,
the boys is great
because it is. That makes you think like, oh, if these guys were. Like, if we really did have heroes, how would they be? And I feel like that's how it would be. They would market that shit like it was fucking crazy.
The sad part is The Boys is an incredibly successful show, also plagiarized from DC. They had a whole Infinite Crisis timeline where there was a superhero crime syndicate where all the superheroes, the Flash, Superman, they called them Ultraman, so that all that came from DC. Now that's a little bit of a different case because DC didn't want to sully their clean name with like making violent superheroes, so they wanted to clearly paint them as the villains. And so the people who created The Boys like approached them and they're like, what if we did it from the perspective of like the villain superheroes? And they were like, okay. But yeah, still, the idea originated with DC.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah, isn't that wild? Go. There's actually it's a Crisis on Infinite Earth like cartoon, a DC animated picture where they do it. It's Superman versus Ultraman and Flash and Batman versus Owlman and all that stuff. It's like a 2-parter thing, and it came out like probably like 5-10 years ago, something like that. But it's a great adaptation of the comics. But you see, when you watch that, you're like, yeah, this is exactly what The Boys is. It's pretty crazy. It's
That's
pretty
fucking
crazy.
wild. I didn't know that.
Because the story of The Boys is actually sick.
The Boys,
they rent them out to cities and shit. Like,
Yeah.
That's fucking cool.
They're trying to get that military contract the whole time.
Yeah, no,
It's crazy.
You could chalk that up to the adaptation of ideas and collaboration and things like that. But I don't know, there's always just this weird little tickle in the back of my head when it's like, man, this genuine genius artist guy who came up with something, he doesn't get to fucking participate in the fireworks. He doesn't get his flowers. You know?
Yeah, that's true. That is fucked up, and that does happen a lot.
A lot,
it seems like
a lot. Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's capitalism for you.
Yep, that's America. America.
That's just human nature.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just human nature.
Let's listen to some music, though.
I know, yeah.
Speaking of,
we have not listened to a single song.
Not a single song.
What you got?
So he brought. Let's listen to that Alien Weaponry.
We don't have to put Unforgiving because like it starts off slow. But if you want,
I think I put the other one on there actually.
The Kai Tan Ganagata, whatever.
No, not that one. The other one you said.
Oh my gosh, I just said it fucking earlier.
Yeah, you did. It starts with a T.
Yeah.
The Wayward Rock?
Huh?
Which one?
No, you're on it. Alien Weaponry.
Alien Weaponry, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a Tangora or something.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that one fucking whales, man. That one's pretty dope.
Also, they're with the same label as Ginger, Napalm Records.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Where are these guys from?
New Zealand.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, okay.
They're pretty dope.
They're pretty dope.
A little off time. That's cool. I'm kind of digging all the
video's
wildlife.
Awesome. Yeah, the video is so cool. I know it's stock footage, but
they paid somebody some good money. I don't know. They're in New Zealand. Okay, I could dig it. I like that snare though.
I mean, the video is cool. The video is hella cool. Pause it. Ooh. All right, so we know. How much do you know about this band?
Huh?
How much do you know about this band?
A little bit. I've listened to a few of their songs.
Have you seen them perform or anything like that?
Music videos, yeah. I don't think live performance.
Mick, have you seen them perform music videos? Okay, cool. I'm guessing that's the lead singer. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Yeah. What's your guess? Is your guess the same, Mick?
Sure.
I don't know why I immediately assume a white dude with dreads.
That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing right there.
He wails, dude.
How do you even do a video like this? These guys have like a couple records, or is this like their first release, or what is it?
I actually don't even know. I've only like listened to them here and there, like on like YouTube and stuff. I don't know if I've actually.
I'm a decent fan, but I'm not like a guy who knows like all their
shit,
all their bio information. But every song I've heard from them,
it's pretty dope.
It's pretty dope. I haven't heard not one song where I'm just like, I don't like it. Every song I've heard from them is even like their slow song I was telling you about, like Unforgiving. It starts off slow, but like his lyrics in that song is fucking sick, dude.
To me, that's one of the things that I lean into with the band for some reason. I love, even if like the music is kind of something I've heard before or whatever, when lyrics get me in a different way, like I'll just be a fan forever.
Do you like 12 Foot Ninja, dude?
Yeah, I've heard those guys.
I've heard of them.
Oh yeah, this is like in the same vein.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. Yeah, it's true.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
I just like these guys
because
they're
a little more funky though.
They'll speak in English and then they'll change it to like Maori.
Oh, okay.
So they'll like start singing fucking Maori, and you're like, dude, I don't know what they're saying.
Do they implement any haka into their?
Yeah,
they do. Yeah. Damn, I'm so jealous.
The one, put that one.
Put that one on.
Kai, what is it fucking called? Kai Tanagata, whatever. That shit goes hard, dude.
Yeah, no, I had that idea back in 2017, and then I was like, I know I can't be the person to execute this because I have no heritage in haka. It'd be like appropriation.
Fuck it, send it, dude.
But yeah, no, I always thought it would be so cool to start a fucking epic metal song with a big like that whole thing. It's so cool.
Weaponry.
Haka gives me chills. That shit is wild.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. Like the Maori one, like I know like Samoa has their different, like everyone has a different version of it, which everyone doesn't know, by the way. But everyone has like a different version, and like so the Maoris have their version, and the Maoris version, I'm not trying to be biased or anything.
Like I'm not trying to play a hate, but
Maori's version is pretty fucking badass, dude. You hear their shit and you're just like, dude, you want to go off, bro. Like I got this is a Maori tattoo right here. It's an alpha. It's an alpha god. So it's yeah. But I love a fucking You sent it?
Yeah. I'm trying to communicate with him.
Yeah, alien weaponry, man.
We needed like a little fucking
little side.
Airdrop it would be better.
We just gotta say it. Who gives a fuck? I've been all quiet about it.
I don't know why.
Let the people peek behind the curtain.
Just put it on, Mick.
We're not a fancy production over here.
Yeah, I know.
That's what makes you guys you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly.
We're transparent with our fans and our fan base.
Throw that shit on.
At the beginning, I didn't like cut anything out of the episodes. I pretty much don't now, unless it's the beginning, But before, I'd play right from the beginning. We're just bullshitting.
Dude, that old dude. I gotta be quiet.
That's sick.
Yeah, this was my first introduction to them. This is what I first seen. I was like, damn, it's just kind of cool. That guy's in the band too, and he has those tattoos on his face.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the stuff they play in like their music, they introduce their culture. You know what I mean? It's just that's one thing I love about them. That whole Maori culture is fucking dope. Thank you, Rizzo.
take a long time to get into the vocals, though. I'll say that.
You know what?
They got like a 2-minute intro.
You're not lying. It's funny, every song, too.
It's everyone.
You gotta wonder too. I mean, that's like, I can't imagine those are all actors they paid. Those are just probably like buddies of theirs.
It's their cousins and shit.
They're like, hey, we're gonna do a video. Come do your thing, your Maori thing.
He's like, just act normal. We're gonna just shoot a video. Right?
I mean, shit, that's someone getting a fucking tatao, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
I want a tattoo like that. That's sick.
Oh, I want a tatao so bad.
That'd be so tight.
I really do.
Nice butt crack. Got some good butt crack in there.
We gotta get some outfits like this on our next music video, Mick.
I mean, I have a kilt. You should have told me. I would have wore that shit, dude.
But you gotta go naked under it. You gotta go straight commando.
You have to wear the kilt like that, dude. I'll be sitting like this every time I come up.
I gotta show you 12-foot ninja, dude.
Yeah, it does have 12-foot ninja vibes. That's for sure.
I would love to hear them. I
These guys
actually
are
never
cool.
heard it.
Those guys are super dope. You ever heard this, Anthony?
I remember 12 foot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe,
I like them.
maybe,
They remind me of Fate No More a little bit.
maybe I don't know if you want to change the vibe, but how we were talking about earlier, fucking Scars on Broadway.
Oh yeah, I love Scars on Broadway.
Yeah, I love Scars on Broadway. I can see where you guys correlate the same already.
These guys just get a little more experimental and funky.
I can see where you said that sound though.
Yeah.
They're riffy in the same way.
Yeah. What are these guys' name?
12-foot ninja.
Hey, you guys send me their shit, dude.
I'll send you. These guys are idiots.
And they have fun. They clearly have fun.
You know what? We did watch one of their videos before, huh? We watched another one of their videos.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, these guys are dope.
So they're like that part right there, like reminds me of like Faith No More and shit.
Yeah,
that's why I
chorus.
gravitated toward them a little bit. Yeah,
I'm trying to escape the straightforward chorus structure. I've been trying to write a song that has melodicism, but doesn't have a chorus in it. It's been hard. All right, so we'll move on.
I think Mick pretty much does that.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to play? You want to play Napoleon brought here to suffer? Just to show off.
We're just
some music.
rapid firing.
Just go through music. We didn't do a lot of music this episode. We were all gallivanting in our honestly.
Stop using big words. Shut the fuck up.
we were talking honestly we were talking like we were all high and we weren't.
That's the crazy part.
We were all like.
That's why I think the word gallivanting takes place pretty good there, Mick. Okay, let me know.
I'm gonna start putting a nebulous counter on the bottom. How many times you say nebulous?
Nebulous is one of my big ones.
I'm gonna make him a shirt, dude.
Circumnavigate. I always say circumnavigate.
Yeah. There's one more. You said it earlier. Damn, there's one more.
You'll think of it.
That merch shirt's coming soon, right?
But yeah, this is a hardcore band they're probably years old now, and I don't even know if they're still together, but they're like a hardcore band that their technical element, I've never seen anything like it. I still haven't seen stuff like it.
Interesting.
And I wish there were more bands like this.
Okay.
Kind of thrashy.
Watch. Listen to the guitar. I mean, look at how technical that's like Dragon Force technical. Watch, wait, one second. There's like a little breakdown coming. Watch. Sorry, it's coming. Here. Come on.
It's very interesting, actually, because...
Okay, I gotta say something. This would be a band I would expect every member to have fucking stretched earplugs. Like, literally.
I think they almost all do.
It exactly fits that exact profile.
I mean...
But it's kind of... Okay, because
I want to see you play that on guitar, Johnny.
No, I can't play that.
Yeah, that's fucking impressive, right?
That's pretty cool. So
that was pretty fucking dope.
What kind of like the I guess the style of it is almost like that hardcore pop punky like style bands, but that do the but they're doing fucking like crazier shit.
They're noodly, yeah.
They're noodling more. Instead of just making like a cool little 2-3 liner, you know?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember, like,
so it's like more technical, like hardcore.
There's a band that reminds me of them, dude. Like that, just that sound too. I'm trying to remember.
So like, if I were to listen to any girl music, would be this one.
Probably, yeah.
Because it's more technical.
I wouldn't even call these guys girl music.
It's the same
There's
riffs.
no singing.
It's the same riffs.
You think so?
It's the same riffs.
How so?
Listen to it.
How so?
It's the same riffs.
How is it the same riffs
pop
as
punky shit?
Okay, so like all time low,
riffs.
like all time low. How is that the same riffs?
I would describe girl music like this as an all time low. Yes.
You would say. All right, that we have the verdict. Napoleon is basically on the same tier as all time low.
No, okay, they're not. They're actually kind of cool, but I'm saying it's the same style, the same riffage. They're just more talented musicians doing it. So they say, "Oh, we'll just do it more technical," and they'll singing, but it's more thrashy.
So okay, then what is it that you value in then it not being? Girl music?
I get
circus music.
Yeah, we need a calliope.
First of all, put some Mr. Bungle on, and then we'll talk about it.
We need a voice talking like this.
Oh, you know what? I got something we can end on. Check this out. Mick, go to the Instagram. This is perfect. This is perfect. Go to the Instagram.
What am I looking up?
Go to the Instagram. It's scroll a little bit up. Right, that purple one right there. That one right there. And remember sure when you click on it, you're gonna have to click the audio. But read it. What does it say?
Wake up, babe. Tim Burton's metal project just dropped. It's fucking retarded.
Just watch it. It's fucking great. I want to know what you guys think about this. It's because you guys said clown music, so this kind of fits in that genre of the shit you guys say.
I mean, Tim Burton. I mean,
they say that I have no taste because I like
circus music.
Circus music.
Johnny, I don't know which one it is, dude. Whatever. Oh, there we go. Just kidding.
You got it. But pull it up on the right so we all can see it better.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
You know what I'm talking about, the preview. There you go.
Whatever, dude.
You got to hit the volume.
Shut up.
Shut up, what he's fucking doing.
This sounds like AI to me.
Wait, refresh it.
Shut up, fucker. I'm trying to vibe too, you know.
I mean, just that part alone, it sounds like.
Yeah, it sounds like Helena Bonham Carter having an orgasm.
It's like hocus pocus dissonant music.
It's Harley Quinn trying to sing metal, dude.
This is the only Sanderson sister that couldn't be in the movie.
It was the fourth sister.
The fourth one.
Oh,
she was too edgy.
All right, so this
so
band,
stupid.
This band right here.
That shit pissed me off.
Oh yeah, are we doing
this
Chanpan?
band Chanpan. So I was
It's
kind
a
of
band?
like,
It's not a band, right?
yeah.
Isn't it just an artist?
So I was like,
wait, last one, would or would not?
I would, and secondly, just
how many whiskeys have I had?
At least 2.
Just
definitely would.
Not enough.
All right, breakbeat. I like it.
Yeah, I like that too. I'm just happy the guy's actually playing the...
which anime soundtrack is this to?
It's the Mickstradamus anime.
Actually, after Demon Slayer, they played this on the credits.
It sounds exactly like the introduction to fucking Ghost in the Shell. I like it though. I honestly, I do like the musicianship.
It's not bad.
I like the musicianship.
It's a vibe, dude.
Yeah.
Is he playing with chopsticks? Sorry, somebody had to say it at some point.
I actually looked.
You can cut. You can cut.
Wait a minute.
He's got that orange popcorn chicken fucking snare, dude. Let's go.
He's actually not even playing snare. He's mixing a bowl of rice.
Whatever.
No, you know what? That's a vibe, Mick. I like it. It was it was like a lo-fi.
Yeah, I like shit like that. Yeah.
It's definitely, to me, it's anime introduction music, and I'm not even using that as a slight.
What it is, yeah.
I think some of the what is it, J-pop intros to anime are some of the coolest songs of the last couple of years. And then I always have this thing with like let's say like Full Metal Alchemist, right? It's like there's this whole storyline is this mega violent thing. You killed my brother, and I'm here for vengeance. I will take off your head. And then they hard cut to the end, and at the end, the last song is like. So it's like I appreciate that kind of music more than that part, you know.
I mean, look at Berserker, dude, or Berserk.
Yeah.
You know?
What is it about that?
The intro to Berserk was just like you would never think like, oh, this is actually pretty catchy, and then it goes to the actual fucking cartoon, and the guy's cutting off people.
Yeah,
and,
it's brutal.
There's fucking rape in that fucking.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit, dude, what the fuck's going on?
Well, I would say these guys, what are they called? Chanpan? I would say they're the bomb. You know.
They're not bad, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
What kind of
They're
bomb?
not bad. I mean, it's not. I mean, you talk about anime openings. Twice.
Twice.
Talking about anime opening, fucking Nujabes. I mean, he passed away, but Nujabes from like Samurai Champloo.
Oh, no shit, no way.
Yeah, that's like some of honestly the best anime.
It's my favorite anime.
Oh,
we
yeah.
just literally, honestly, we just had hard eyes right now.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Samurai Champloo's your favorite?
It's my favorite anime of
Guess
all time.
what my favorite is?
Oh my god,
Get the
we just
fuck
made
outta
best
here.
friends. I think it's perfect. It's perfectly contained. 25 episodes.
High five.
Excellent music, excellent art direction.
Dude, the music is
Perfect.
fucking. Nujabes is fucking the shit.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the only reason why.
I didn't know he passed away.
Yeah, the only reason why I thought about watching it when Cowboy Bebop was because of Nujabes. It wasn't even because of the I'm not even like, my bad nerds. I'm not a big fan of Cowboy Bebop, but the music from Nujabes is fucking the shit.
He said, my bad nerds.
My bad nerds.
I don't know why I'm making fun of them. I love Samurai Champloo, so I guess I'm a nerd too.
Hey, I want to see one of y'all say something though. That's what I want to see.
But no, Samurai Champloo, literally my favorite.
Best series of all time, in my opinion.
That, and then my second favorite anime is Berserk.
Yeah,
like those are that's my 1, 2, and then
I'm too basic of a bitch. It's that and then Dragon Ball because those are the ones that I could always put
original?
on.
Okay.
Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z.
Any of you guys watch Sailor Moon or?
You're not kidding. You're just.
I don't jerk off anymore. Not that I would, babe.
So I'm on a no-fap November, actually. But yeah, no, I mean, I remember that used to be part of Toonami.
Oh my God.
You know, and so you would watch Dragon Ball Z, and then Batman would come on, and then it was like Sailor Moon, and you're like, man, I guess I got to go outside for 30 minutes, and then you come back and it's Gundam, and it's fucking,
dude, Gundam, holy shit! Dude, you know what's funny? A lot of people don't remember Toonami before Adult Swim.
Yeah,
at around midnight they had
the unedited Akira, all that shit.
Yeah, and then they would cut to music videos like Gorillaz and shit. Like they would have them there.
That's crazy,
dude. I would definitely give credit for. The whole it almost sounds bad, Americanization of Japanese anime to Toonami, man. It really brought that audience in, and that when I was in 8th grade, I was watching Gundam and Musashi and things like that. And so it's
Inuyasha, fucking Bleach, dude, dude.
Fucking Big O, dude. I remember Big O. That shit was fun, but. You know, that was like new stuff like back in the day, and now it's so mainstream to like Dragon Ball Z.
Not to rhyme with Chanpan, but I like Shin-Chan.
Shin-Chan. Crayon Shin-Chan, I still watch, dude. That shit is one of the funniest fucking shows. Action bastard! But yeah, no, I mean, I don't know how we got into the anime tangent, but yeah, no, I have a huge appreciation for Toonami. Shout out Toonami, the little bumpers with the robot guy.
Yeah.
You know, and then the spaceship.
That's so
you know,
old, dude.
That to me, Thanks.
Fuck, bro.
Thanks.
So old, dude. That's crazy.
It almost like it's
I
almost
was still in diapers.
It's almost sad, dude. It's almost sad because like honestly, you're right. Like Comic-Con back then, it's funny because if you went to school saying like, hey, I went to Comic-Con over the weekend,
you didn't want to share that information.
You might get fucked up.
Yeah, you didn't want to share that information.
You might have to fight. You know. And nowadays it's like I went to Comic-Con last weekend. People are
really?
like, oh,
who'd you dress up as?
You're weird if you didn't go.
Yeah, nowadays, you know, it's funny because it is strange, dude. Like it's fuck. There's like even it's funny. Not that I listen like a lot of like techno shit, but like oh my god, was it Crystal
Castles?
Crystal Castles, right? Back in the day, if you were listening to them, you were considered like fucking weird. You're like, and now it's funny that these kids, whatever, in high school and in college and shit, are listening to Crystal Castles, and I was like, what the fuck, dude? If you got caught listening to Crystal Castles back in the day, you're like,
you might as well be listening to Peaches. Dude.
Yeah, you're weird, dude.
It reminds me of what's the movie called? Fucking with Channing Tatum and they're cops and they go back to school.
Oh, fucking 21 Jump Street.
Yeah.
When he goes and he's like, you got a one strap. You got a one strap. He's holding his backpack. He's like, no, I'm on a two strap. And everybody's like, why are you wearing your backpack like that? It's all the opposite.
It's all opposite, dude. It's different. It's different
so
time.
Funny. That's exactly how it is right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say that I'm like mad at it. I'm happy that art in that way. I mean, back in the day when I first saw Dragon Ball Z, like the first episode, I remember this very distinctly. The first episode I saw, I was probably like 8 or 9 years old. It was a Saturday morning. It was about 6:30 in the morning. So this was before they would play like Fox Kids, and it was like they would still do cartoons really early. And one of the offshot cartoons was on KCAL 9, and it was called Dragon Ball Z. The original introduction to Dragon Ball Z was insane. It was crack for kids. When you saw him like running along the dragon, and then you see the whole lineup and all that shit.
That's crazy. You remember that?
You know what
shit,
I mean?
Dude.
Like it was awesome. It was awesome.
You're
And so, you know, for that to actually finally be gratified with like, you know, what I saw the value in now, and as you see it on t-shirts and kids are still appreciating it to these days, I'm happy. I'm just fucking jealous because when I showed up in 8th grade with the Dragon Ball Z shirt, I got made fun of. So
oh man. So yeah, that would I think
that's
we have
good.
to end.
That's a good one.
We're about almost
That's
2
a good
hours
one.
in.
Oh shit.
That's a good one.
Time goes by fast.
Time goes by fast. We're having fun, huh?
Yeah.
Really fast. So let's Jeremy, just tell the people where they
Plug
can find
away,
you,
yeah.
plug
All
some
their
stuff,
links
what you
and
do,
plugs.
what you got coming up or whatever.
So I'm supposed to be fighting in February 14th in Reno. We're still discussing it. It might happen, it might not.
Hey, sign the contract. No, is it one of those things or no?
It's actually me.
Here's your chance to do your WWF promo.
Listen here, brother. Rest in peace, dude. But I'm supposed to be fighting again next year. I want to start my official pro next year as well.
Hell yeah,
so those are kind of some of the things I'm doing. Also, if you want to find me, it's Barbarian _ Conant, CONANT. So it's Barbarian _ CONANT. I'm just going to keep fighting. I'm teaching. If you're a veteran, first responder, or someone who's having some tough times in life, I know it's pretty rough right now, just hit me up. I got a lot of connections, and I know a lot of people. And myself, I'm glad to listen, hear you guys out.
And we will be putting his personal phone number at the bottom of the screen.
Oh God! Remember, I'm with a Latino lady, so you know, if a girl hits me up, who's that bitch? Who's that bitch, babe? Don't worry, babe. I'll give you some hot Cheetos. They like those things.
Make sure you put lemon in it.
Apparently, it said limon.
My bad.
Hot Cheetos with lemon.
That's exactly what my girl asked for.
So you know, whenever she gets mad at me, hot Cheetos.
I just sprinkle over some tahini and she's fine.
That's it. Oh, really? Oh, yeah, maybe I'll try that. Maybe like a Starbucks. It works every time. It's weird how that happened. But yeah, if just hit me up if you need anything for vets, first responders, or anybody that needs help. Like I said, and then I teach MMA for free on Saturdays. It's called Barbaric Minds. You know, just come through if you want to learn some MMA, and then. it's in Colton. So with Victus Jiu-Jitsu, and then
that's in the Inland Empire area.
IE, baby.
All right, in the IE. So for y'all in the IE.
All right, want me to go next?
Go first. Yeah,
I'll go next. Honestly, I don't got much right now. Honestly, me and John, the original member of Dead Widow, have been writing Dead Widow EP that we're going to put out. We kind of want to do a whole record where we put out our old songs and then do like 10, songs fully as a legacy record. But that's all I've been working on besides my graphic novel that's going to be coming out mid next year digitally. If I could get physical printing and stuff like that done, I will do that. But right now, I'm pretty stoked on my progress. I'm almost done with it completely writing-wise, and then it goes out from there. So look out for that. And then also, I'm going to be posting all of the cards that I made last year finally on my Instagram. They've only been available on Patreon up until now. And so now I'm just going to put them out on Instagram for everybody to enjoy because I have a whole new set of those coming up. But that's it. What about you, Mick?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram and TikTok at NoMixGiven. I'm actually working right now really hard on Cherry Coyote. I don't know if you guys have seen our stuff we're putting out now, so excited about that. Other than that, Thee Dunce, we're working on some really cool shit for next year. And it's going to be a big year for us. And what you got, Johnny?
Sorry, I got some very important work information I had to review.
Bleep that. We don't care.
We don't care. You can find me on pretty much all the social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube is JonnySavag, JonnySavag without the H and Johnny, without the E in Savage. Check out my band DNG Heavy on Instagram. Also, you can find us on YouTube. It's just DNG. And then check out The Dunce. We got more stuff still coming. Keep watching the episodes, please. We got a lot of things going to be happening for the new year, basically. Me and Mick got a lot of shit in the works. I've been working like every day on all kinds of shit. So we got that going. It's going to be fun, a good time. Thank you again for listening to the Stool Podcast. We're past 50 now. Way past 50?
53.
53. It's pretty awesome. We're excited about that. That's it. This has been the Stool Podcast. Thank you again for listening. Appreciate you very much. Jeremy, thank you for coming with the ladies.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you guys for coming through and hanging out. Absolutely.
Of course, anytime.
Thanks for having me, man.
We promised that we did not kidnap her. She was here at her own volition.
Wait. I can't promise you that he didn't kidnap her, but
I said we as in like us, like this podcast. Thank you guys for listening. This has been the Stool Podcast. It's been a wonderful time. What a great episode. We love you. Make sure to like, subscribe, do all the things, bell icon, everything. Leave us negative comments. Those are the only ones we respond to. Leave us positive comments if you just want to share some love. And we will see you next time from me and all.